Hello there. How are you guys?
Hey.
Hey Sallie, how are you? Last day?
Woo, yeah.
3 very intense days of work, but it's coming out really good. So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I see some people already tired there saying it's late there, but thanks for hanging out with us for so long. This is our last day of 3 days of live streams and talking about UX, XD, how do you work, and all the great set of feedback. So thanks for tuning in. All right, so here we are with Sallie. How's it going?
Good, yeah. Kind of getting into the final stages. Yeah, let's see if we can get it.
There we go. Oh, look at that. It's a lot more crowded now.
A lot more things
in
going
a good
on.
way, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of wanting to just build out some final text and button things. I made little to-do lists
Oh,
below
nice.
some of the screens I want to build out. But yeah, and then I thought it would be cool to go through and try doing the prototype thing on my cell phone.
Let's show that. So as some of you know already, you can have XD running on your Mac, on your Windows, and if you have a Mac, you can plug your phone via USB with XD open, and you download the app on iOS or Android. So it works on iPhones, iPads, Android phones, Android tablets, and then you can just plug that in, and all the changes you make on your computer are reflected there in real time. And as soon as you unplug the phone or tablet, that latest prototype gets cached, so you can go out and do some real user testing and watch people work and get feedback that way as well. So let's see your work there on your phone. Can I jump to the GoPro camera here? Yep.
We good?
There we go. Let me do this so you can show that 2 things are happening at the same time.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, and we kind of. Oh, there we go.
Oh, the prototype is working already. That's cool.
Yeah.
You can scroll, so she defined a scrollable area.
I think that's it.
Awesome.
That's all I've got for now.
That's cool. So XD also helps you with real user testing. Can you go back to your screen, please? Wonderful. So what we have for the last 2 hours of your work here? What's the plan?
Oh yeah, just following my to-do lists that I've made. I really want to flesh out this kind of first page. Let me zoom in. And
Oh, look at that, all using shortcuts and stuff. It's a different person. Yeah, she's really pro now on XD.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just want to flesh out this homepage a little bit more, maybe play around with some logo options.
Nice.
Maybe we can even have everyone, if they have some good logo ideas, I'd be down to see what you guys can do or come up with using Hikr, H-A-K-R. I kind of want to stick with the letters and do something with those 4 letters.
Very cool.
So if you guys want to take a stab at that, go for it.
Yeah, so help us here. If you can provide feedback, logo ideas, just tweet with #Adobe Live so we can see it, and so that we can see it. And yeah, and the name came from them as well, right? They suggested the name, so thanks for suggesting that. So you guys are really influencing our app here. What's the app about again, for people tuning in now?
Let me pitch it again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So it's a hiking app, and it's kind of like a bridge between a paper map and a digital map, and it lets you find hikes in your area and kind of rate them by difficulty or distance or elevation. And then you can download it, so when you're actually hiking and maybe lost, you can figure out where you are and not kind of be stuck, which happens.
Wonderful. And you started with very early sketches on paper, then you moved to wireframes, and we saw that evolution in this the last time, and now it's coming together. You have some sort of a design system with your colors, with your typefaces there, and then you have your screens coming together. That's super cool.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so I feel it's almost there, and goal is to finish it all up and do a really awesome live prototype video at the end. So,
nice. And you can share that link as well. You can create a web link and you can share that with people. They can provide you feedback if you want. And another thing that you mentioned, to-dos there, one thing that I was thinking, if you want later on, you could create a web link of this prototype, and then you would add comments to your web link as to-dos, and then as you finish them and as someone reviews it, you can resolve them. So it's kind of, okay, this is done, this is done, this is done, and you go from there.
like check it all off.
Yeah, just another idea. All right, and if you have any questions along the way, guys, please let us know. I can answer lots of questions on XD. I'm on the XD team here in San Francisco. And if you have feedback, things that are not working, things that could be different, please let us know. Cool, so yeah, so I'll let you work, and if you have any trouble, let me know.
Yeah, for sure. It was
Cool.
yesterday when you left, it was an interesting
Okay.
transition.
Oh no, yeah, I had to visit a customer and I had to leave soon. Yeah, but now I'm here.
Cool.
All right. Oh, and one thing, like at one point, I think you'll be able to, you want to grab like bitmaps, maybe for the maps or something. You can drag those bitmaps from the browser if you want to. You don't have to copy and paste. Just click and drag to XD from the browser. That works too.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that real quick.
Yeah. You can search like for images or, yeah, that's not an image, right? Like say like search,
An actual map.
yeah, you can say like, or you can go like, there's an images like tab there. Yeah, then you can pick any one of those maps and just drag it to your, for example, that one. You can click and drag to XD.
Let's try.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's part of that artboard. It's
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. Cool. That saves some time.
That's neat. Does it save it all?
It's part of the XD file now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's embedded on the file.
Cool. Would it be able to like save it as a separate asset or something when you?
If you wanna, you can export it. You can right click and export, or you can go to File Export and then export as a PNG. Or, not now, yeah, but soon you'll be able to add that to your Creative Cloud library in Photoshop and keep that connected. But that's for later. Maybe I can sneak that if you guys want. But yeah, that's for the future.
Sneak it.
Early future. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's see if we have questions there. Hello, Luis Vasquez. I have a question. Does XD can emulate the different states of a button, hover, active, press, long press, etc.? The short answer is no, not yet, but we have that in the roadmap. What you can do now is kind of fake that if you want to. You can create two artboards. Let's say it's an on and off state. You can have two artboards with the same design, and you just make it go to the on, and then if you click that again, you make it go to the off state. That's a quick workaround, but hover, active, press, all those states are in the roadmap, and we'll get to it later. Paul Brophy, the other bro there, yeah, Paul is here too. Is there any kind of grid system in XD? Yes, you can activate grids on any artboard. You just select the artboard by clicking on its title, and then you can go to the property inspector and you can activate the grid, or you can show the artboard grid. Yeah, perfect, awesome. And you can change the size of your grid if you want to as well. And we're working on a new feature called layout grid, so you'll be able to do columns and rows and your gutters, your hang lines, all those things. Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait.
Yeah, for now you can use the regular grid and the regular grid. All right. Hello guys. Kavita, dragging image from the browser. Cool. Yeah, that helps a lot. Hey Sharon. I hope he answers your question, Louise. Cool. Nicholas, how do you change the grid specs? You just select the artboard by clicking on its title, so you can see properties of the artboard on the property inspector. Then you can activate the grid, and then if it's active, you can just change the size. If it's, for example, an iPhone, you can do multiples of 8, like 32, or I like to do 32 for my buttons and stuff. And everything that you design snaps to that grid, so it's very helpful. All right. Sharon is asking, can you duplicate artboards more than one at a time? Yeah, you gotta select all the things you want to duplicate, and you do Command D. So let me try one thing here before I show my screen. Yeah, so can I show my screen? All right, so here I have one artboard. I can select it, and if I want to duplicate, Command D. And if I select two artboards by clicking on its on their titles, I can do Command D, and I get 4. Talking about the grid, I can have all the artboards selected. I can click on the title, or I can mark you select. Then you see on the property inspector, I have your grid, and it's 8, but like I said, I can do 32, and I can make 32 the new default for all the other ones I have. Or you can have this one, for example, a different one, or this one, a different one. So I can have different sizes for different artboards. And now that I have it there, everything snaps to the grid, so I can do like a perfect arrow or something like that very easily because it's snapping to the grid. Cool. All right, got it. Thanks. Perfect. Let's see here. Kaba Nelson, watching from Ghana. Hey Kaba, how are you? Vista, are you guys going to do a video about UX architecture? Can you talk about that? Like, well, how do you architect the information, or you plan the UX normally?
Yeah, we didn't really go into that, but we kind of talked about it a little bit. Normally I start with like a bunch of sketches, and that's how I first start like the information that I need to put down and explain like what's the most important, and then I'll do like some really basic wireframe sketches to kind of figure out the architecture.
All on paper before you
all on paper.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe we could show them if you wanted. We could pull it up.
Yeah, let's show
on
it.
The GoPro.
Yeah, let's show the GoPro.
Yeah, so are we good?
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, so these were the basic like wireframes I started, and a little bit of the user flow going to each screen, putting down all the little kind of notes I wanted to include. So yeah, that's kind of like the initial wireframes that we did. You're just seeing the final result now, I guess, but yeah.
Awesome, thank you. I hope it answers your question. Thank you. Cool. All right. Let's see here. How can I use guidelines in XD? Yeah, so far we don't have guides, but a quick workaround would be, for example, can I show my screen very quickly? Let's say I need a guide here. I can draw a line. I'll do it like, oops, not the artboard, the line. So I draw a line here, and I can change the color to like a red. And once it's there, I can place whatever I want, and then I can right click and say lock. Now it's locked, and if I now draw anything like a rectangle, things will snap to the line. So not the perfect solution, but the workaround for now. But we're doing work on layout grids and guides and rulers that'll come later as well. All right. Which grid system do you use? Normally, for example, when I do websites, I like to have 12 columns and the basic, the most common one. But do you have like a specific
grid? No, I usually I usually have like the whole rulers set up, and that's how I'll start kind of custom make my own grid. I don't have like a specific one I use.
Yeah, another thing like you can do like as a workaround until we don't have layout grid yet, but you can have, for example, one column there, and you can say like this is going to be a red, a transparent red, no border, and then you can use your repeat grid to create a grid here, and then you can adjust the margins, and I mean not the most ideal thing, but you can then right click here and lock again, just like I did with the grid, and I can design on top of it. So I can say, okay, my object will come from here all the way there. You go from there. So that's kind of another workaround for layout grade.
Nice.
Cool. Can we get back to our computer? All right, let's see here. Oh, my stomach, I'm hungry.
Gonna play with the logo a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Spice it up.
Yeah, do you guys have any suggestions on the logo? Please share on Twitter.
Or if you want to take a shot at it.
Yeah.
A good, yeah.
That's true. So if you want to design our logo, just design and share with Adobe Live, or paste the link here in the chat and we can get it. Any questions? Any other problems? There's one, Powell. I'll be moving entirely from Flinto to XD once some kind of micro interaction engine is implemented. The designing speed are great. Yeah, so there is a lot to do, left to do on micro interactions, and you can expect that as the tool evolves. We're really doing a lot on design, and the next step is really invest a lot of energy and resources on prototyping, and yeah, you can see that happening very soon as well. So yeah, thanks for being honest, and hopefully at one point XD will be valuable for you. Chelsea, awesome, never thought about for guidelines. Yeah, that's a quick workaround. All right, Sharon, hand off to Dev. Any thoughts about adding an export for source XD file to PSD? I haven't. I had a developer request this after setting up the prototype in XD, and that was a downer. Yeah, you can. We're working on this new feature called Design Specs or Developer Handoff, and we demoed that idea last year at Adobe Max, so you can go on YouTube and see the plan and how things are. But the same way, the plan is to, the same way you can create a link for a prototype, you can create a link for a design spec. So any developer can access the link, and there he or she can get the measurements, colors, the text, font styles, and later on extract assets. So that's all. We're working as we speak on that thing, and as soon as it's solid and not only working, but as soon as it's fast and optimized, we will release. So stay tuned for that. All right. Are animations ever coming to XD? Yeah, so you'll see a lot more improvements next year, especially on prototyping and micro interactions, different kinds of transitions. There's a lot to do there, and we'll get there. For now, you have to use what we have, which is slide, push, dissolve, none, the basics. Cool. And if you have any specific feedback, you can go to adobexd.uservoice.com and you can upvote on existing features, and you can suggest a specific feature. And as soon as we have that feature available, you'll get an email and you'll be notified, so that you can go ahead, download, and keep using XD. All right, how do you get the left menu with the assets, colors, and character styles?
Ooh, back here?
Yeah, what'd you do to make it happen?
Oh, it was a fun process. So I just kind of added all these colors based off of a color palette I started to mess with. So you can, if you have a color or any object selected, then you can
maybe the blue in the notes that it's not there yet. Yeah, so like the blue, and now you have that blue. So the cool thing here is that if she now right clicks there on that blue and edits like to a green or any other color, all instances of that blue change and update in real time. So you can manage your colors after the fact. So it doesn't require you to like pre-plan and do all that.
Yeah, all updated.
That's very, very helpful. And how'd you work with character styles?
Yeah, so I started any kind of type box that I have, I can add that as a character style. So
nice.
There went, yeah, that one added medium 14, kind of as like a body copy style. And then symbols were any type of shape or object or color.
or components or organisms, like if you have a header and all that, you can convert that to a symbol and reuse. And the great thing about symbols is, let's say it's a button with a specific label and an image like an avatar, you can override the bitmap, you can override the text and reuse the same structure. So it's a very good way of like optimize things.
Yeah.
And to access this panel, you gotta go to the bottom left. It's the second icon there. Yeah, that one right behind the mic. Yeah, perfect. Let's see here. Angeli is asking, has no name? Like the what do you mean the name? Which things need to be named? The first step on the new asset panel is for creation and consumption of these elements, colors, character styles, and symbols. But we're doing the work and all the investigation research to help you manage it better, so you can expect more things later. How can I make different dash lines? Yeah, so XD doesn't have support for different strokes. One workaround for now is creating one dash and then using the repeat grid to do more, but that's not ideal. And the truth here is that we recommend, anytime you need some more complex vectors, for example a dash line or something that's very complex, you go to Illustrator and you do that in Illustrator and you copy and paste into XD, and everything remains editable. Same thing for bitmaps. If you really need like crazy effects, for example Zynga is right here and they have like very complex UI full of like effects, they do that in Photoshop and they bring into XD to keep working on XD. So XD is really the hub for UX design. But for very complex bitmap, you go to Photoshop. Very complex vector, you go to Illustrator. Cool. All right, when I save an icon, what do you mean, Paul? Can you explain it better?
Or put it into the symbols panel, the character styles.
Oh, sorry, say that again?
Maybe, I think he says, wait, what's the question?
I was reading another one. I think when I save an icon, was that it?
Yeah, maybe he's referring, I think he's to the symbols?
Yeah, if you want to save an icon, let's say make it reusable, you can convert that to a symbol, and then you show up here in the symbols panel, and then you can drag and you reuse it later. Alright, there's a Hikr logo. Brad is saying Hikr logo updated to Adobe Live. Check it. Let's see. Adobe Live. And that is Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Here's my logo proposed. No, this is not related to this. Is it sharing on Twitter? Adobe Live latest. There we go.
I see.
I think you can drag this guy from Twitter to your project.
Ooh, okay.
Go to twitter.com and search for hashtag Adobe Live. If you want, you can follow Sallie. It's Sallie who?
Yep, Sallie with an IE.
Alright, and then go to latest. Cool, you can drag that guy directly to
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh, they're like different ones. I just saw the first one. There's a boot. Oh, nice. Look at that. Brad also did one.
I'm taking this one, the cool backwards
Yeah. And then you can use this one for like a loading screen or something. Ooh, like a onboarding screen.
Yeah, I do like the idea of like the foot stomp
too.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks. What was the other one? Bingham. Cool. Vic is asking, in XD, is there any option for right side panel auto collapse or expand panel? Yeah, you can. Oh, the one on the right, the property inspector, is always there. You can, if you go to prototype mode, they go away, but that's the closest you can get to collapsing things on the right. Cool.
up in Illustrator real quick.
Oh, nice. What's the plan? What's gonna happen there? You're gonna vectorize it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, yeah, if you need to create vectors, you can go to Illustrator, do that work, copy and paste back into XD. All right, let's see here if we have more questions. Thanks for creating and participating. And while these things are happening, let's talk about the contest. So today's the last day of the contest. Can you play the video? So if you want to participate, you can go to XD, then you can create a prototype with at least 3 screens, and then you can link them together. The theme is shopping, and as soon as you finish your prototype, you can create a web link to share and get feedback. In this case, you're gonna create a link to share with us. Then just create that link, top right, share online. Once you have the link, you can copy. Then you can go to Twitter and you can tweet using hashtag Adobe Live, pasting your link to the prototype, and we'll be selecting one winner today in the next an hour or so, and the winner will take home 1 year of all apps, Creative Cloud, all apps, amazing deal, all apps, Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, After Effects, Adobe XD, and all the apps for 1 year. So let us know. Good luck. Oh, look at that. There's a vector now.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Welvis. He's saying hi, Demian. Hi, Sallie. Cool.
Hi.
Mateus. I get one as fast as this one. Yeah. Let's see. Keep sending questions, guys. This is really for you. And let me check if we have people participating in the contest. Can I switch to my screen, please? Oh, there's more options here coming.
Ooh. Thanks, guys.
Let's see here. Motion. Yeah, I think this was shown last time. Yeah, let's wait for new ones. So I want to see prototypes using Adobe Live. Cool, guys, and back to our work. Nice. One thing that you can do too, if you want, you can select that guy, and if you hold Option, you can hover the areas to see how distant it is, just to make sure they are like the bars have the same distance. Or you can select the 3 elements and you can distribute so it's perfectly centered. The one, yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, she's so fast. Marco is saying.
The past couple days I wasn't, so thank you.
Angela is asking, when you gonna do a live session in Spanish? Do you speak Spanish?
No.
I speak Portuguese. I'm from Brazil. I can do un poquito, but that's all. Or Portuñol. James, did you speak Spanish, Chris? Oh.
We could do French and Portuguese.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, we can do like a mess. All right, Jimson Lim, I love this. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for the love. All that cool. Any questions? Are you guys using XD? Do you guys have any feedback? Are you planning to use it? What's missing? How do you see it evolving? What do you guys use today? Let me know. I'm interested in learning what's happening in your workflows. Or Guilherme. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey guys, I missed part 1 and 2. Have you? Yeah, this is all recorded. You can go back. You can go on behance.net/live and you can see all the previous videos. Or YouTube, and you can see all the previous videos. Daniel, Nicholas, hey guys. Studio. Oh, there's one. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Chris. There's a live stream from Germany next week. September 19, 20, and 21st. Who's presenting? Let's see here. We're gonna have in German next week, September 19, 20, and 21st, about UX design. The guests are Cliv, Melanie, Marius, Katharina, Rainer. Awesome. Germany is amazing. I love Berlin. Very cool. Awesome. Thanks, Chris. So stay tuned. Next week is in German. All right, question there from Mike. Is there any way to prototype different click styles? Short click, long click, click hold, like different triggers? Not yet. It's only a click or a tap, but you can expect more types of that, and not only that, but also gesture support. So as the tool evolves, you can expect more of that. And if you have feedback, the specific feedback on that, please go to user voice at adobeXD.uservoice.com. Make sure you upvote on that feature request, and as soon we make progress on that, you'll be notified. Or if we have more questions about that. All right. How can I access preferences in XD? We don't have that yet. For now, it's just the regular file. Any recommendation of universities with UX master programs? Yeah, XD can really help you to like create prototypes, run presentations. I use XD to deliver all my presentations. So I do my slides in XD. Let me show you that. So let me find that. Let's see if I can find that file. Open. Can you switch to her screen, like find it, and then I'll show. So XD is a great tool for presentations. Let me find one example here. Yeah, cool. So here's one. I delivered this presentation on design thinking, and here I have all my slides. So my slides use the web template, so I can, if I'm presenting, I can go here and I can go slide by slide. Even better, I can share this as a link, and then let's see if, yeah, the link is here. So as I present this, I can go full screen and present from the browser. And the even cooler part is that anyone can comment and give me feedback as I present or later. So they can add feedback to my slides. So a great way of sharing. It's a communication tool, right? So I can go here and
that's handy. I like that they can do that in like live time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I have all the slides here. Just make sure like you have things aligned from top to bottom and left to right. So this will be the first slide, the next one will be this one, and it's really important that you respect that order. For example, if I have this guy slightly down and I'm presenting this one, let me make this smaller to show you what I mean by that. So here I have my preview and I have 3 slides. Technically, if I hit the arrow key, the right one, I should go to people, but I'm going to need Finder because this one is a little down. So to fix that, it just align it. And now if I go back to innovation, the next one is people. Make sure that things are aligned if I want to present. Cool, that was it. Thank you. All right, let's see here if I have more questions. Angeli, Adobe has any live sessions for Latin America, or where can I get information? I'm a teacher and I want my students to see this. Cool. Yeah, we can plan one if you guys need. If you can go to user voice and say, please do a live stream for Latin America, and lots of people voted, we can totally make a business case to do one. Camila, when you have a text on Illustrator in the area of the text is large, you double click and it adapts to the end of the text. Is that possible in XD? Not yet. You can expect more text features, but one thing you can do is do that in Illustrator, do that complex behavior in Illustrator, and then copy and paste into XD. Oh, Kyle, that's amazing. I'm using XD presentations in my final year. Cool. Let us know if you have feedback there as well. Mateus is asking, is there Boolean operations in XD? Like, yeah, can I show my screen very quickly? While Sallie is designing there. All right, let's say I have here, and I want to do a pen icon. I can do 2 circles. I can then align them, and let me get this guy here, red.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we cannot do the red, sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. Green. So now that I have these 2 circles, I can use the Boolean operations here, so I can add, I can subtract, I can intersect, and I can exclude overlap. I'll do subtract. Now this thing is one piece, and I can change the color to whatever I want, and I can remove the border. But if I double click, I still have access to the pieces. One thing that I can do here, if I double click to enter to get to the, keep double clicking to get to the node mode here, then I can just pull this down, and then if I double click on the anchor point, I get rid of my handles, so now I can get that nice pen icon, and I can then apply a shadow to it if I want it to pop. I can do like something like that, and I can use this on a map. And if you want to export this, you can go to File, Export. You can export as PNG, and we have some presets here. So design exports at 1x, web 1x and 2x, iOS 1x, 2x, and 3x, and Android all the different sizes that the Android platform requires. You can also do SVG, so this would be an SVG. If I happen to have an image here, and I can say XD please embed the image, so XD will convert that to base 64 and will be part of the code, or I can link the PNG as a separate PNG to the SVG, so you have an SVG and an image. And I can even optimize the code to be smaller so it downloads faster. And I can also do a PDF, so I can export things as a PDF or multiple PDFs if I have more than one. No problem. Back to my screen. Look at that, it's super rich now.
Yeah, it's getting there. So I'm thinking of just busting out some different like search filters, which would be cool. Like if you want water or waterfall features or dog friendly, like all these kind of things. So I don't know, it might be fun to do like icons and then do like a check for each one.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of the plan.
That's good, that's good. And if you want, you can test that on the phone. You want to show that again for people that tuned out? Like, let's show, like, as she designs, she can have her Mac connected to her phone.
How do I get back to the beginning though?
You can long press, and then you can browse artboards, and then you can select the first one.
Nice. Cool.
Perfect. And now you can, if you unplug this is cached, it can be a great way to do user testing. And now look at that, you can have a real sense of like how things are looking, how it feels on the phone when you use it. And if you change things there on your screen, they update in real time here. For example, I'm gonna move any piece there. Let me see.
Yeah.
You see it, she's moving it there, and it's moving it here in real time.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool. So that's something available there. Just download XD for iOS or Android phones and tablets, and you can use it. Cool. All right. Gregors is asking, when copy and paste with Illustrator? Yeah, you can copy and paste from Illustrator. You can copy and paste from Sketch even if you want. Just right click, copy SVG in Sketch. In Illustrator, just copy and paste, and you can keep editing things. Kentaro, that's French, you know that? What does that mean?
Nope, our French people aren't here.
Oh, I thought it was you because it's my, okay, got it.
Nope.
Oh, all right, Paul. Why is not a JPEG save option? Yeah, we have that in the roadmap, and you can expect that coming later as well. If you want to upvote for that in user voice, go to adobexd.uservoice.com and upvote, so you'll be notified when that feature lands. Cool. Let's see how things are going here. All right, we have prototypes. I have more logos as well. That's cool.
Ooh.
Can I show my screen very quickly? All right, we have a prototype here. We're gonna take a look in a second, but we have a logo suggestion here.
I like that they put it in a little pinpoint
Nice
shape. That's nice
that.
too.
Nice, look at that. And that one we saw before. Cool, thanks guys.
Good logos.
Let's see the prototypes here. All right, this is a checkout flow, design of everyday things, awesome book. And then if I click here, I can see the hotspots showing up. I can see more information about it. I can click there and get rid of it. Then I can proceed to checkout.
Nice.
Go to payment, select that item, go to shipping, select the other one, confirm the shipping mode, then the card, next. Oh my god, this is pretty good. Next. Then I can type. Next, name the card. And I can finish. Very cool, very cool. And it has more screens here. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. Let's see the other one. Here's my prototype. Have a login.
What website? Vicky's asking if we can share that website.
Which website?
Vicky, what website?
Yeah, all I'm doing here is I'm checking on Twitter, searching for Adobe Live as a hashtag Adobe Live. Then I go to latest and I can see the latest and the links are there. So we were taking a look at this one. Very cool. You can say I want it and close. I like the animations there that you can, it's really kind of following the iOS guidelines. And cool. Nice. I like that avatar. Nice area. I can see my cart. See that. Very cool.
I want it.
So cool. Let's see if we have more. That's it for now. Cool. Keep checking Twitter. Thank you.
Oh, the website. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Noun Project website. That's the one I refer to for any type of like icons. And you can download them as PNG, SVG. That's kind of where I was going. Hopefully that's what you meant, Vicky.
Yeah, the Noun project is great, and you can download the app as well if you want to, and you just need to search for what you want, then right-click, copy SVG, and paste into XD, and remains a vector, and you can keep using it.
Yeah, you keep mentioning that there's the app, and
yeah, let me download. Don't switch my screen yet. I'll make sure it's all set, and then I'll show that in action.
Yeah, I want to see how that works.
Yeah, you can go to the website. You can download the app. Downloading.
Awesome.
Cool. Any other questions on XD, guys? Let's see here. Yes, this one. Yeah, the Noun project. Thank you. All right, here you can. Let me just finish 1 second. Just installing. Awesome. Yeah, I have it. Gonna show that in action now. All right. So people are asking about how to use the Noun project. So there's this app. You just go to the website and download the app, and it's a very nice widget. And then let's say you say hike, and then you can get all these different icons there, as like in this app. And then let's say you like this one, then you can right click, copy as SVG, and then you can paste there.
What?
And now you can access all the pieces.
That's so cool. Where do you find the app? Just off of the Noun project
Yeah,
website?
you go to the website. Let me go there again. Noun project.
I'm definitely doing this.
Then you can go here and you can go to apps and plugins and Mac users, and you download for the Mac.
Cool.
That's it. And you install and you start using it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. How's it going there?
Good. I'm just like kind of pumping out some of these little features, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of icons today.
Nice,
I feel like.
nice, cool.
So yeah, using this grid feature to kind of align everything all on this side.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Any other questions, guys? Let's see. You can use the web version like she's using if you want to. Oleg. Camila is asking, is XD going to have something like Zeppelin? Yes, we're working on a feature called Design Specs or Developer Handoff. And the same way you are able to share a prototype link, you'll be able to share a Design Specs link for a developer, and the developer would be able to extract colors, measurements, the text that's there, font styles, and later extract assets. And we demoed that at Adobe Max last year. So if you go on YouTube, you can see that. Now we have Sallie looking at the wireframe kit. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Available for XD, available for free. I don't know if you guys can paste the link there. So if you want to play with this wireframe kit, you can go on Behance and download. We have one for web, one for mobile, with hundreds of components that you can use and go from there. Francisco is asking, where do you get that? So Gus will paste the link there in a second. Just hang in there. Mano is asking, like, is there any website app to design assets like avatars, product images? Adobe Stock is a good one, right? Go to stock.adobe.com and you have a lot of options there, and it helps a lot. All right, link, let me find the link.
Oh, it's on Behance. That's the one we did the other day.
Yeah, that's true. Just close my browser.
Hang tight.
Behance. It's the wires. Just log in here. Can I go to my computer, please? Alright, so here I am on Behance. You can go to the search bar and you can say Adobe XD wires. And this is the first option that's there. And you can download this. And it has 170 mobile templates, 90 web templates, 240 components, and 178 customizable icons. Very helpful if you're doing wireframes. You even have connectors if you're trying to map, like if you're trying to map flows, and you can say like this square takes the user to this square, like a workflow, and you have that there as well. Icons, different pieces of UI, organisms that you can reuse, and it's all free. There we go, that's the link. Thanks, Tim. All right, how's it going there?
Good. I'm thinking I want all the icons to be kind of up at the top. So when you like kind of hit this page, you kind of search. These are the search results, and then you select one, and it takes you into this whole trail. And I kind of thought it would be cool to have like all the different features by icons at the top, maybe. But maybe it's better to have words to explain it and have like a check mark. So that's kind of what I'm going back and forth. But
it's easier to kind of understand. But yeah, it's pros and cons. Maybe one idea would be like, let's do 2 options and then user test with people to see what works better, right?
Totally.
And you can use XD on the phone to do that if you want to.
Ooh.
Wow, that's cool. All right, yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah.
Look at that. It was like a very raw wireframe, and now it's coming to life.
Yeah, before your eyes.
All right. Oh, Evan is asking like if you can reflect an image. Yeah, like flip. We're working on that as well, and that will come soon. Yep. All right. Let me talk about the contest again. So this is the last day of our live stream, and let's play the video. If you want to participate, you can create one XD prototype. The theme is shopping, and it has to have at least 3 screens. And then you, I'm sorry, then you share the link. You create a link or a web prototype link, and you share the link with us on Twitter. This is how you can do it. This is talent creating an awesome prototype using Adobe XD. Then you can copy that link and you can go on Twitter, use the hashtag Adobe Live, and share the link with us. I'm checking the link. So far we have 2 contestants, and it's a great opportunity to win a 1-year Adobe Creative Cloud all apps subscription with all the apps: Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, After Effects, InDesign, everything. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, good luck. So do that and share with us. Some water?
Yeah, thanks.
And if you have any questions on XD or on where things are going, or some things that are not working, or feedback, please let me know. I'm here to collect your feedback as well. Is there a link with more details? For this contest, Clay, actually no. This is very simple. Just create a prototype, themes shopping, and at least 3 screens, and then we'll select a winner in the next an hour or so. The next hour or so. When is spell checker coming to XD? So that's also there's a feature request.
That's important.
Yeah.
I'm a really bad speller.
Oh, really?
So
Oh my god.
I feel like that needs to happen too. Yeah.
Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, can I show my screen very quickly? I keep talking about user voice, but if you go to adobeXD.uservoice.com, here's where we track all the bugs that you guys file and all the feature requests that you have. So you can see here the feature requests. You can see the top ones. The most requested one is fixed elements and scrollable areas also there. So you can come here, you can vote, and as soon as we have that available, we're doing the work for to accomplish that, but as soon as we have it available, then you'll be able to come here and be notified. We're going to change this status from feature in the backlog to feature started, and you get a notification, and then later when the feature is completed, then you get an email. So in this case, 2,500 people will be notified when this feature lands. We also have a lot of requests on micro interactions, and that's there. Another big one is layout grid, and we're doing the work, and it's gonna land soon. Same thing for scrollable areas, same thing for tap and hover, so you can upvote on that here. Developer handoff or design specs also here. So just make sure you upvote. So you said you wanted to do spell check, so you can say, okay, I want to see that so far it has 125 votes. Make sure you have you upvote here. I don't want to post a comment, but you get the idea. And then you can see the bugs here as well if you want to file a bug or see how the top bugs are being tracked. Quality is a very good, a very big item for us, so we focus a lot on performance and quality. So bugs are tracked here, and you can see the bug is filed. Sometimes the bug needs more information, so we can ask questions and you guys can participate there with your problems, your specific suggestions, and how things are working. And once the bug is fixed, this changes to bug fixed, and then everyone is happy and we go from there. Cool. And Sallie just created a nice area there for camping, water, shade.
All the things you want when you want to hike, I guess.
That's true, yeah.
We've got like 3 left.
Yeah, thanks for posting the link, Vicky. AdobeXD.uservoice.com. Martin is asking if we can share the soundtrack.
The background music?
Yeah.
Yes. Gus can post a link. Andrew Apple Pie. That's the man.
Same guy.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
Cool. Andrew Apple Pie is the name of the artist, DJ.
Why Apple Pie? Because why that name? He just likes apple pie. He just likes apple pie. It's like that simple. I love it.
All right. Mateus is asking, am I mistaken, our Windows version does not have the symbols and assets? No. Like the Windows version and the Mac version, they reached parity, so they have the same functionality. You can do everything you do on a Mac and Windows. The only 2 things that are not on Windows yet due to technical limitations is USB preview on Windows and the ability to record a prototype as you play with it. But those things, you can record the screen on Windows with different apps. There are tons of options there. And yeah, so that's the only difference, but everything else is there. Just make sure you have the updated version. So go to your Creative Cloud app and make sure your XD, your Adobe Experience Design app is updated, is up to date. All right. AndrewApplepie.com. Thanks, Gus. Paul is asking, layers issues on Windows have been fixed as well. Hopefully, yes. Last time I checked, things were nice there. So let's see layers. And see if there's any problem there. But you can see all the for example, one here, empty layer names during import. This bug is fixed. Yeah, you can take a look at that and search for the bug and see if it's fixed. But we're tackling bugs all the time. Again, performance and stability are big things for us, and XD has that as a guiding principle. So performance and productivity, all that in mind. So, yep. All right, what's happening?
I'm still working on icons.
Cool.
I haven't gotten very far.
I feel you like icons.
Yeah.
Nice.
Icons are good. Just have like a couple more left, and then.
How do you do? Maybe a question more like on your process. How do you do like? How do you manage your time? Let's say you have 1 hour left, and now you're focusing on icons. Do you have a plan for the next hour? How does that work normally?
Yeah. So normally, I try and split it up. I know like right now I kind of figured out all the different things I had to do beforehand, and I've just been kind of going through and checking them all off, going through each screen.
Nice.
Going through these to-do lists. So right now, yeah, I'm just kind of wrapping up these last couple things, and then
do you have things connected already in a prototype?
Yeah,
cool.
We did. We should. I have here. Let's go to prototype mode.
You can do Command A, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I've kind of linked them, but I do want to go back and like actually link them to some of the different buttons. Like he goes there.
Yeah, one thing you can do, like let's say when I remove that interaction, you can this is a question that comes up sometimes. How do I remove a wire? You just click on the edge, like the end, and you drag it to the middle of the pasteboard, like to the middle of, and then it's gone.
Ooh.
And now you can say, for example, if I tap on the go button, then I go to a specific thing, like just an example.
Nice. That's what I want.
Play that. Cool. So that's how you remove and add wires in prototype. And then if you do Command A in prototype mode, you can see all the wires at once. Cool. Awesome. Simon is asking, I had a problem at work recently where I designed a website for a client in XD. Then the dev agency wanted files in PST and you can export to PST. Would there be an option in the future? That's a great question. We're working on a feature called design specs or developer handoff, and I mentioned that before, but the same way you can create a link for a prototype, you'll be able to create a link for a developer. So your developers don't need to have Photoshop or even XD. They just go to this link and they can extract measurements, all the distances, the colors, the font styles, and that's gonna be announced later. So we're working on it as we speak. It's working good, but you want to make it awesome, so that's why it's not out there yet. All right, Vicky is asking, on startup Windows apps took for me sometimes, then auto close, but after the open second time. Yeah, if you see that behavior and it sounds like a bug or some specific scenario, try to reproduce that, and as soon as you're able to reproduce that scenario, file that in user voice. That will help us a lot, and especially if you list the steps of the bug you're seeing. Awesome. All right, so we have a contest going on. I just want to remind you guys, if you want to participate, if you want to win a 1-year all apps Creative Cloud subscription, you just create a prototype, at least 3 screens. Can I play the video? Is it there? So easy. So if you want to participate, all you gotta do is create one app, one prototype, and this is just a video showing that. Talon is creating a prototype with 3 screens. The theme is shopping. Then you wire the screens together, then you play, make sure everything works. Then you just create a link on the share online option on the top right. Create a link. Now all the necessary assets are going to Creative Cloud. Once you have the link created, you can copy the link, go to Twitter, and then share that link with us using the hashtag Adobe Live. We're tracking it, and by the end of this, in less than 1 hour, we'll be announcing the winner. So good luck and hope you can participate. Cool, thank you. Hello, Yaroslav. How are you? Cool. Where are you guys located now? Are you in the US? I saw some people from Brazil. I guess Russia there. I don't know. Tim, we're in San Francisco. The weather is back to crazy again.
Back to cold.
Cold, yeah. It was so nice for a couple of days.
I liked. It was nice. It felt like home to me.
Yeah,
being
but
sunny.
It's gone.
Didn't last
that's
long.
The summer in San Francisco, like a week max, and that's it. And then we're back to cold.
Nice.
Cool. Sweden, Moldova, Brazil, LA. We have a person from LA, Joshua. You're in LA, right?
Yeah, I'm from LA.
But you're from LA originally, like you were.
I'm from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, yeah, and then you moved to.
Officially.
You moved like across the country, right?
Yeah.
Why did you make the move? Work?
Yeah, well, kind of. LA's just had so much going on. I feel like there's a lot of great art and music, and so that's why I moved.
Awesome. And it's not that cold, right?
And it's so warm.
Yeah, that's important. Cool. UK, nice. I really like the UK.
Me too.
Spain, Argentina. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Brazil, so we have this funny war with Argentina in soccer. So
Oh yeah.
for us, Pelé is better, is the best of all time, and for them is Maradona.
Oh.
So yeah, that gets personal.
The battle is
Pe-
on.
We know that Pelé is better. All right. Yeah, Joshua saying like love is here in LA. That's true. I also love San Diego, like super close to LA and beautiful city. The guys presenting before us, they were from San Diego, and they're flying back there today. Cool. All right. Any other questions on XD, guys? Any feedback? So again, I have user voice open here. So if you have any feedback, just submit a feature request or upvote on existing ideas. Oh, Egypt. Awesome. We know that. Hey, Demian, where do you graduated? I graduated back in Brazil in computer science, and before that, a technical high school in industrial design.
Whoa.
And then I did a business program at UCSD in San Diego, and I moved here 3 years ago. Yeah, so.
Whoa, so
long
you've been
background.
in the warmth all your life.
Oh my God, yeah. I would
Now
never
you're-
do New York or Philadelphia. You guys are crazy. Yeah.
I'm not going back to the East Coast, so I don't blame you.
Yeah. All right. Nathan is asking, can XD do outline stroke like AI? For now, no. And you can see here that we're planning to have more options for strokes. And you can upvote on these things, and as soon as we make changes to it, you'll be notified. But for now, if you really want complex pieces like that, you can do that in Illustrator, copy and paste that item in XD, and we'll keep all the look and feel, and it remains editable, so you can change colors and all that in XD. Matheus is asking, can I set a fixed footer or header on the prototype? And the answer is not yet. And I was just taking a look here. The most requested feature is fixed element. So that's there. If you want to, you can upvote here, and you'll be notified when that feature lands. But we are working on as we speak. Oh, Venet is asking about the music. Again,
Everyone likes the
Andrew
music.
Applepie, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew Applepie. There we go. Oh, the university. Okay, yeah, I graduated in computer science in Alagoas, UFAO University, Federal University there, back in 2004, 2005.
And how did you get into like product and product managing?
Oh my
from
God,
that?
that's a crazy story. Yeah, I was a developer advocate for years. I worked for BlackBerry, for PayPal, for Braintree as a developer advocate, but I always loved product. And before those roles, I was running my agency in San Diego, a small agency for we were creating websites and apps, doing a lot of work for bigger agencies, producing that kind of work. And then I was kind of really tired of like traveling a lot as a developer advocate back in 2014. And then I started looking. I had a great relationship with Adobe, and I heard they were creating a new thing. I didn't even know what it was before, like on day one. And then when I joined the team, they told me, oh, we're working on this product. It's called, back then it was called Project Sparkler, and later became Project Comet, and later Adobe XD. So yeah, so it was just because I was tired of traveling, and I'm a big fan of design thinking. I specialize in design thinking, and I think that the team was kind of a startup inside Adobe, and it was a small team. Now the team is a lot bigger. Great people working. They're working upstairs here, and yeah, so that's how I got into it. It was perfect timing and a relationship with the company, and it's the best job I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love it.
Nice.
All right. Is there any way to fix the CC library on XD so that it's not on a separate window? Why would you like it on the same window, Sammy? Let us know like why, and if you can file that in user voice, would love to capture that and run some experiments and understand more of having it. I think the biggest reason it is a separate window is that CC libraries is such a global approach, so you can have your assets available for all of your documents. In XD, each document is a separate window, so you can drag things from your CC library, this unique panel, to any document. So that's why pretty much. But if there's another reason for you to have it in like a different way, please let me know. Let us know here. All right, we have 40 minutes left. So I'll be the countdown here.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. Can we switch to my screen real quick? I'm gonna wrap up these icons, and then I kind of want to start going into doing that like live prototype video, so then we can upload it.
All right.
Maybe put it to Twitter, or
nice.
See if anybody wants to put in comments or
that's
anything
a
like
great
that.
idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So how much time do you think you need before you start that?
Let's say like another 15 minutes.
Okay,
and then
perfect.
10, 15.
So we're almost done here, and then we're gonna create a link, and you'll be able to comment on this link, and we'll be able to make changes based on your feedback. And that's the whole goal of XD. When is the deadline for the shopping contest? So we have streams at every 2 hours. I'm finishing ours here in 50 minutes, and so we're gonna give away 1 license, and then Paul is coming next, and he's gonna do another one, and then is Talon doing 2? Yeah. So that we have 3 chances of winning before we finish today. Cool. Yeah, Gus is saying we'll pick 1 winner before the end of the hour. That's true.
Oh yeah, we have to do that too.
Yeah, so let's see how, can I switch to my screen very quickly, Paul? Let's see how that is going. Twitter. Let me search for Adobe Live. Oh, sorry, hashtag Adobe Live. Latest. Oh yeah, we have more. So let's see here. Mateos have one that's called Sneak. Let's see here. You click there and you see a list of items. You can create scrollable areas. One big scrolling area here if you want to make it more realistic. Nice. You can go back. There's a nice interaction there. Very cool. Clean, polished. I like it. Good job. Let's see the other one here. Alexander. So let's click there and see that prototype in action. Nice. It's for fonts. Very cool. Cool. One thing that I showed yesterday, maybe I can show it now, is that if you share this link with anyone, you by default you get this hints, the blue area, the highlights showing where you have to click. But let's say you want to do like user testing and you don't want to influence where the user clicks. So one thing you can do is go up here to the URL. You can do question mark hints equals off, and now if you do that, it hides the hints, so you can do real user testing without influencing where the user clicks. Just a quick tip there. All right, let's see here. Another one. Oh cool, we saw that yesterday. I think it evolved to more there. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, we're seeing progress here. Very cool. So I can see the different options. I can then say I want to buy this one, place my order. Nice. I saw this in the beginning and it evolved. Good job there. Manage. Alright. Oh, there's options for a logo here too. Like,
ooh, thanks guys. I like the mountain in the R. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Cedric. Alright, let's see if we have more here. Yeah, we have my very first Adobe XD prototype, Mateus, in Portuguese. Very cool. So you type your name there. Cool. Then you add the amount. Oh, nice. 28 screens. That's a lot. That's awesome. Some cards. Oh, look at that. The menu. A big list of users. Profile. Very rich. Awesome. Great job. 28 screens. Very cool. We have another option for a logo here.
Ooh.
Hikr from Mathematics.
Thanks for all the logos, guys. There's a lot of them coming in.
Cool. And we have, yeah, so that's all we have for now. So thanks. I'll keep them open here. So we saw this one before and this one. So far we have 6 contestants. Awesome. We'll get back to our screen. Perfect.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm in a good place. So maybe we can start like really building out the prototype
Nice.
mode. So
Alright.
I have a couple questions too. that
Okay,
could
go
probably
ahead.
help. So I remember seeing like there you can do one thing where you can have like a hover circle to show like where the finger is. Michael was showing me that yesterday.
Yeah, when you record your screen, your
Then
prototype, then it jumps to the touch icon. Yeah, we can get there.
Okay, that'd
So
be cool.
one suggestion that I have here, if you can, for example, do you want the whole area to be clickable or just the go button?
just the go button. Let's make it like really
Cool. So you can unlink that. So just click and drag. Just click outside. Click on the passport. Yeah, perfect. So that's if you want. There's a connection from this artboard to that one. So if you want, let's undo that first. So click on the end of it. Click on the end and click and drag to the middle of the passport. Perfect. So now it's removed. So that's how you remove a wire. Now you can click on that circle or the entire area if you want, and then you drag it to the second artboard or to the artboard you want to go. And then you can pick the kind of transition. Do you want to like a slide? Do you want to push? Coming from the bottom, coming from the left? What do you like?
maybe slide from the left.
Perfect.
Let's try all the things.
Nice. And now you can hit the play button there and see how that thing behaves. So let's go to the first screen. And you can click on the go button. Perfect. Do you like that transition?
Yep.
Cool. Perfect.
That works.
Nice. Now what happens next?
Go button again.
That's already done. You did that before.
Yeah, but I maybe just wanna edit it.
Yeah, just click on the end of it, so it's regular click.
Here.
Yeah, just one click.
Not
Are you clicking on the arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably because it's conflicting with another.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So try to undo that one of them. Yeah, you can undo one. So just drag it to the middle of the pasteboard again. If you can.
I can. It's frozen.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
I think you did that. Yeah, nice. Now you can change that to something else.
Nice.
And you can change the timing, the easing.
I'm just curious what those all look like.
Ease in, it's gonna start slow, but it's gonna end faster. So it's the ease is in the beginning. Ease out is the other way, so it ends smoother. And you can notice that if you have like a longer duration, like 2 seconds, then you can see it in, but we're not gonna do that. That's fine. Awesome. So you have that there, and then what's the plan there to click from where to where?
From him.
Oh yeah. So let's unwire that, and let's select that big rectangle there.
And then go.
Yes. Perfect.
Sweet.
And now we're there.
And then I have to.
Nice.
Cool. And then let's do nav.
Cool. One thing that you notice that do like a Command A very quickly. You notice that this guy is taking you to this artboard, but it's a symbol and all the others are not doing that. Like for example, that's not there. So one suggestion is, now that you have a connection, if you copy that symbol and paste there, so you delete that and paste, you'll paste with interaction, so you don't have to. Yeah.
So.
Not in that case because that's already the destination, but later if you want to do on the previous one, that will work too.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you copy elements with interactions, the interaction remains there.
Awesome.
Let's see if we have questions there. Where can I download a free UI kit template? Yeah, you can download Vinet. You can download one if you go to behance.net and you search for Adobe XD wires. There's one, there's a blue thumbnail, and you can get one. It has hundreds of assets for you to use. There's one for web and one for mobile with buttons and connectors and some templates that you can use. It helps a lot. Camila is asking, we can get a changed device frame when you share a link in an app or a prototype. Not yet. So one thing you can do is copy the code as a wireframe. So it's an iframe. Sorry, it's an iframe that you can copy and use in different websites, for example. That's the closest thing you can get. But we don't have a device Chrome yet. Yeah, Melanie is also suggesting one. Matthias as well. Good. Any questions?
No, I'm just messing out with linking everything together.
And you can see all the. How did you get all the wires on the same view there?
Oh, Command A.
Command A, awesome. So some people ask us like, how can I do like a sitemap or something, a flow? You can zoom out, Command A, and you see the wires. For now. Cool.
Yeah.
Once everything is created, we can go, and if you want, we can share a link.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm almost done.
So don't worry, don't rush. We have time.
Today's the last day, so I want to get it like all wrapped up and good to go.
Nice. All right. Matthias is saying everyone should join Adobe XD and Friends on Facebook, biggest community for XD users. A lot of UI posted weekly and designs. Oh, I haven't heard of that before. Let me find that. Adobe XD and Friends. I'll join that group. That's the first time I hear about it. Cool. Just joined. Thanks for sharing. All right. Let's see if we have more questions there. If there's a single app with 100+ screens, do you guys put all screens in one single document or do you split them up? Yeah, XD is really capable of handling hundreds of artboards, so you can use the canvas, one canvas, to have all the different sections of your app. And that's all like how the UI kits are presented. They have different areas. You can see the iOS one, you can see the material design one. They are all using the same canvas, and XD can handle all that, so you can have everything in one single canvas. Cool. All right, what's missing for you guys in XD? Let me know. I'd love to hear what's missing and why you didn't start using it. So if there's a specific reason, please let me know and I'll share with the team. We're really curious to see that. All right, look at that. You're testing your prototype. And you can also test that on your phone, right? Remember, you can have the let's see, can I switch to the GoPro, Paul, very quickly? So here I have...
No, it's uploading. There we go.
Sallie running that on the phone, and all the changes are reflected in real time, so all the connections are already available there. So she can scroll and see all that. Cool, you can see the menu.
Oh no, it doesn't work. I'll have to fix that.
I think, yeah, the hit area is too small for that. And then if you want to see all the artboards, you can long press, and then you can browse the artboards and get back to the beginning if you want to. Perfect. Thanks, Paul. Cool. Let's see here, guidelines and record video for Windows users. Yeah, guidelines, Matthias, you can, as I told you, you can draw a line and you can lock it, and it will be a temporary workaround for a guideline. But for video recording, you have to use another system, another app on Windows. My team really needs to easily pass over designs and specs to developers. I voted on user voice submission months ago. Yeah, we're working on it, Chris, and you can expect news soon. It's working, but we want to make sure it's working really, really well. And the same way you can create a link to a web prototype, you'll be able to create a link for a developer, and things will just work. Thanks for the love, Chris. Hikr, congrats, love you guys, awesome. Thank you, Hikr. Enrico is asking, in Adobe XD is available the anchor link. Anchor link, like meaning you can link to different regular websites? Is that what you want? If that's the question, we have that in the roadmap. Hey Russia, hey Vlad. Yeah, 2018 will be a great year. Now that we have Windows and Mac in parity with the same features, you guys will see a lot more updates, a lot more progress, a lot more features landing, and hopefully a lot more value that will make you work more on XD. Control R, cool. Yeah, so if another thing, if you have feedback, specific requests, please go to adobexd.uservoice.com. We're collecting that feedback there, and every time something changes, we inform users. All right.
Sweet.
Ready to share?
Yeah, or let's make the actual video.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you can share in two ways. The first way is recording a video, so you open the preview window and click there to start recording. Now you can interact with your app. And you can scroll if there's scrolling there. Oh, that's the next one.
There isn't on that one. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And then once you're happy with it, you can just click there again and you get an MP4.
Woo!
Bless you.
Thanks. Always in sets of 3.
It's the San Francisco weather.
Let's call it. Okay.
Wonderful. And now if you want to share a web link, you can click there on the share online, and then you can create a link. Did you share? That was fast.
I just clicked copy.
Oh, because maybe
link.
it's the latest version. Yeah, I have to share again. So that's a great use case. So
this is my old one.
yeah, so go back there to that window, and you can click share again. So every time you make an update, you can share. You can update the existing one, or you can create a new link. In your case, update is fine. And as soon as it's published, it's shared. If I refresh that page, it's gonna be reflected. So that artboard, I think it's the third artboard. Yeah, it will be changed.
Woo.
You can go to the home one. And here there's some tips. For example, you can activate the full screen there if you want. And if you notice in the URL, there's the full screen, question mark full screen. So if you want to share a link, taking the user directly to a full screen mode, you can share with that piece there. And if you hit escape, you can go back to your regular mode. And now that you're signed in, you and anyone can go to this link and give you feedback. So let's share that on Twitter and let's see what people say. So do you guys want to give our feedback on the web link?
Of course.
Can you share that on Twitter using Adobe Live?
Yeah, I can tweet it.
And then we can get that feedback live. And I'm sure Gus can post the link there as soon as it's out. In iOS app, Matthias is saying, but in the iOS app you can of course preview XD projects from CC. Yeah, so for Windows users that don't have access to the USB real-time preview, you can host, and this also works on Macs. You can host your XD documents inside your Creative Cloud files folder, and you can load them from your mobile XD app. Cool.
Just checking my spelling.
I use Grammarly too. It's a great app.
Yeah, I just finally downloaded it, and it's been great.
It's really, really helpful.
I didn't realize it's free. Plug-in for Grammarly.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, that's true. We can integrate with them. That's true.
Yeah.
So let's see latest here.
Oh, there we go.
Sallie. So yeah. So Gus, if you can get that link, please. There you go. Super fast.
Yeah.
So now if you guys can go there, sign in, click on that talk bubble on the top right, and give us feedback on things you want to change. Nice.
Very cool. How do I get that video though? Because right now it just did my...
This is the web link. Yeah, the video is saved in your computer, so you have to share with people. You have to share via Dropbox or in Slack or in a video, in a keynote presentation, something like that.
Ooh, yeah. That's awesome. Yay!
Cool, so let us know what you guys think. Let's check if there is feedback.
Be nice, guys.
And I'll keep looking at it. Ask.
Very
So
cool.
far, no feedback.
Wonder if
Yeah, so Sallie just finished the first prototype and created a web link so you guys and any stakeholder can go there and provide feedback.
maybe...
Can you show an example of like providing feedback on the first screen, like on the link?
Yeah.
So let's go to the home screen so that they see that. And let's say, I don't know, like you want to provide something. So you can click on that talk bubble, then you can type the feedback you want.
Ah,
There you
go. That's cool.
You can reply to that thread if you want to.
Let's do that.
Nice. Then you can, let's say you want to change something, you can type, you can add a comment there, yourself down there, again make a new comment, and you can say anything, and before you hit enter you can pin something to the artboard. So let's say,
Ooh.
I don't know, like thinking about this orange, something like that, and just before you hit enter I'll show you how to get a pin there.
Okay. Maybe we can pin... Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And
Pin some of the other logos that people made.
Mm-hmm. And here you can add URLs to the comments. It's just like a real thread. And then you can click on the pin and you can point to whatever you want. And you guys can also pin things to the artboards if you want to. Awesome. Matthias, you can find me on Twitter. Let me You can search for Adobe Live or Adobe XD, and I'm there. But my Twitter handle is Demian Borba. I think, yeah, thanks, Gus. And Sallie who?
Oh yeah, my handle's Sallie who. Sallie with the IE at Twitter and at Instagram. They're both the same.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you getting feedback there? Look at that.
Yeah, I'm just replying to everyone.
Real feedback.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, there's a feedback from Vicky on the third artboard.
Yeah, I see.
And from Joydeep on the sixth artboard.
Oh no, we'll have to fix that. Thanks, Joydeep.
What happened there when you click on the hamburger icon?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You see, and then you can fix that and resolve that problem. So it's a very good way of getting feedback and improving your project. All right. Thanks for all the feedback, guys, and for all the help, like people helping each other there. That's cool. We asked for feedback. Now we're getting feedback.
I know.
Nice. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's talk about the contest again while we're getting that feedback. So again, you have around 20 minutes to, if you're interested in participating, just share a link of a prototype. The theme is shopping. Create a simple prototype. Here we have 3 screens, at least 3 screens. Dalian is designing that, and you have 3 screens for a shopping experience. Then you wire the screens together. Then you can go there, play to see if everything is right. Then you share a web link. So you go to the share online link, and then you can create a link. Once you get the link created, just like Sallie did and we're getting feedback, you copy that link, then you go to Twitter and you share that using the hashtag Adobe Live, and then we'll be able to follow here and pick a winner in around like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Almost done. Cool.
Yeah.
How's the feedback?
I'm kind of afraid to go back. But it's good. Yeah, it looks like that I'll have to, it looks like there's some issues with that hamburger nav and the search bar and where they're linking.
Cool.
So thanks for catching that, guys.
No, nice. And I think a lot of these things will take some time to be fixed, so don't worry about that. But it's great to see that you're getting feedback. People are responding to specific threads sometimes. Then you can pin things to an artboard, know exactly where the problem is. And you as the designer or the person managing this, you can go there, and as soon as it's fixed, you can resolve that. So that thread goes away, and you can go like more like your to-do list that you mentioned in the beginning.
Yeah, totally.
Cool, look at that, lots of feedback. Nice, thanks guys. Any other questions on XD or things that are missing there? Thanks guys for teaching us so many new things on Adobe XD. Thanks for watching, Camila.
Thanks for being nice, Camilla.
This is really for you. Cool. How did you like working with XD for 3 days in a row?
It
non-stop?
was good. Yeah, 3 days, guys. It was great. I didn't really know a ton about XD going in, but I felt like it was really nice to have someone who knew all about it sitting right next to me. And it was pretty quick. Like, I picked up on it pretty quickly and
nice.
pretty
That's
intuitive.
So good to hear.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific feedback? Something that didn't work that well, or something that you were expecting differently?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to go and upvote for the guides and rulers,
Okay.
I think, and then eventually I guess it would be nice to be able to like vectorize something.
In XD.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that would be nice.
And again, going back to that story, like if you really need that kind of complexity in features, you go to Illustrator.
Yeah.
And that's the plan for complex vectors, vectorizing stuff. You go to Illustrator, and if you need like complex bitmaps, then you go to Photoshop. That's the goal. Cool. All right. Paulo, also from Brazil. Brazil is massive there.
Brazil.
I want to promote. Okay. Cool. There's a bacon Ipsum.
Oh my gosh, I love. There's like bacon Ipsum and cupcake Ism. There's like all these Ipsum websites and cats.
What's your favorite?
Anything with food, I'm in. Instead of the lorem, standard lorem Ipsum.
Yeah, people are really, really creative. That's cool.
Yeah, good plugin.
Yeah. And if you have like text, as you know, you can have a text. Like let's say you have a paragraph that needs to be in XD. You can have that in a text file. And I can show that in action. So let's do that. Can I switch to my screen break?
Can we switch screens?
Very quickly. So let's say I have this design and I need to bring some text here. Of course I can type it there, but if I have, let's see where do I save that. So it's probably here, XD demo, assets, copy. So here I have a very simple text file with, in this case, surf report, just a paragraph with content. I can then drag this text file to my design and it populates that. Same thing with repeat grid. So if I have a repeat grid here, the awesome repeat grid, I can repeat these elements like you saw. And if I have a text file with some beaches, I can just drag it there and it's gonna populate there. Same thing for images. Like if I have a list of images.
Oh yeah, I never got to try that out.
I can drag the entire list if I can use this trackpad.
The struggles.
There you go. Then I can get those images in, and I can quickly explore a different option. Very, very easily. With it's all there, and see I can get a different variation very easily. And if I need to make this guy scroll, I saw some prototypes that are not scrolling. In this case, it should scroll, but it's not doing it because the artboard needs to be bigger. And if as soon as I increase its height, I get this dash line representing the fold, and I can change the fold here in the property inspector if I want to. And now this will scroll. And it did that in our app.
Oh, cool! Yeah, you put a little wave.
Yeah.
Within the wave.
And one thing that we used a lot, but let's say I want to add some colors and some textiles that are present in this artboard, I can of course select one by one. But if I select the artboard as a whole, and I click on plus for character styles here, you'll give me all the text that's being used there,
nice.
all the character styles and the colors. So if I change the colors to, for example, let's see that blue there to something different. That's the stroke here. You can see it's changing to different colors. So it finds all the instances where that color exists, and it gives you that option. All right, 15 minutes left. So let's see all the feedback that Sallie got.
Yeah.
Can I switch to her computer? Look at that. That's
yeah, so I posted a link of my prototype up, and it looks like you guys went in and really put in some good comments.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
And as you create your prototype link, people can comment with an Adobe ID. You can get a free one. You don't have to be a person paying for an Adobe ID, or you can comment as a guest. So it's all there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. looks like some good feedback.
Cool. Wonderful. So do you want to change anything based on, like, we have like 5 minutes before we jump into the selecting a winner.
Yeah.
So we're here for the last 3 days doing great work, and very happy to see how Sallie works.
Yeah, or even if you guys have any like last questions, I guess. Because this is it. This is the last day of the live stream.
All right. Thanks, Matthew. Keep up the great work. I much rather use it. XD, that's great to hear. And XD is releasing every month. We have new updates every month. New value. We're trying super hard here. There's a very talented team behind XD, and if we do a good job, you'll use it. So thanks for sending the feedback, and that's awesome. All right. Any feedback that you wanna like comment, or are you good?
There's so many good comments. I kind of feel like I don't know, maybe wonder if there's one we can update really quick. Might be that hamburger, maybe that hamburger nav we can fix.
Cool.
Oh, I know what they're talking about. Okay.
So just to recap here, Sallie created, in 3 days, she created a mobile app, first with sketches, then a wireframe, then it evolved to a real prototype as an app with high fidelity assets. And she shared a link, and now people are giving feedback on that link, on that web link, and now she's reacting to that feedback, and she's making the necessary changes, all within the same workflow.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Because you said this was too small. Is there a way to make this box like larger?
You gotta create a square without, you can say like with a transparent color, and then use that as a hit area or something.
Gotcha.
And there's you can change the transparency there if you want.
I was just gonna send it to the back.
Oh, that also works.
Yeah. Cool.
And now you have that's actually a lot better than the way I used to do. I used to do one thing transparent on top of it, but yeah, you can do a rectangle, send it to the back, and there we go.
There you go.
Great idea. Learning from the pro.
I don't know about that because you're the one who built this, so.
Helped a little bit, yeah. All right.
So then I'll update it and.
Share again, update link.
There we go. And then refresh. They're saying the hamburger. There we go. Awesome. But then it gets rid of all the comments when you refresh, right? No? Oh, no.
It's just collapsed. So both the comments are there and the pins are there, but if you click on the talk bubble again, it's gonna hide everything.
Right, yeah.
Comments and pins.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for taking the time to go in and check all my designs and things on.
Thank you, guys. That was awesome. All right, so let's now pick a winner here. We have a lot now, like in the last minute or so. So let me open everything here. And can I switch to my computer very quickly? And Sallie here will make a decision. In the very end, we got lots of. So let's see one by one here. So again, the contest one winner here will take home 1 year of CC all apps, Premiere,
Whoa.
After Effects, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, everything.
Whew.
Okay, so this is N1 Spectacles. So here I have a list. I can click on this one. Then I can activate my camera. Oh, look at that. Very nice. I can see
change
different
the
options.
glasses. That's actually a great
I can like
idea.
something. Look at that. And then you can order.
Whoa.
Very cool.
Good concept. I like that.
Awesome. Then we have another option, ShopMate. Eyewear Shop. Here you can scroll again.
Good illustrations.
Yeah, okay, that's expensive, but
They better be nice
yeah.
glasses.
Wow, nice. Then I can buy that, thank you. Then I can see another option here. The whatever sheets. I can buy. I can cancel, or I can really buy. No, I want.
Wait, what does it say? Warning exceeds fun.
Let me see that again. Buy.
Whatever. Warning exceeds funds.
Funds.
That's great.
Cool. All right, great job there. VH, Vanity Hour. So here you can sign in. Then you can pick makeup. Then you can add here.
Oh, nice.
Add to cart. Check out. Then you can proceed. And that's it. Awesome. That's Vanity Hour.
Very nice.
Then store. This is, let's go back to the beginning. You can scroll.
Women, gotcha.
Oh,
By
look at that.
section.
Very clean and polished. I like that.
Good imagery.
Imagery, yes, true.
Oh, nice. That's an interesting. I like this alternate
And go here.
layout.
Cool. Clean and polished. I like it.
Mm.
Cool. Then we have yours. I can close that.
Mine doesn't count.
Yeah, let's refresh.
Can I
this.
vote for mine?
Here I have the book. I can want to proceed to checkout. I can select that. Go shipping. Then I can select another one. Next. I can type the card. I can type the date, my name, and
Nice.
yeah, we have like
Checkout.
18 screens. Very cool. Wonderful. Let's see the next one. The look. Log in. See details. Pick a size. I want it. Then you can close. Nice. See that you have more areas here. Very cool. Polished. Different kinds of type. This is a Brazilian one that I saw before. Very cool.
I haven't
Clean.
seen that one yet.
This is almost like a banking, like investment app. You have to have money and you share, and you can see. This one's the one that I say was like 28 screens, so that was very comprehensive. And he said it was his first prototype in XD, so pretty impressive. Look at all the details and
Yeah. Wow, that's really great.
different areas. Cool. This is go-kart. We saw that in the beginning, but it evolved and it has more areas. You can buy now. Continue, place order.
Oh, nice.
All right, let's go. This is one with fonts.
Oh.
Let me refresh this to see if there's more. Okay, can get started.
Oh
God.
man, I like this one already.
Done. Yeah, I like it too. It's clean and good typography, of course. Otherwise, it will be a problem, right? Very cool.
Yep. Very neat.
And this is the last one we have.
Very clean too. That's great.
Nike, cool. You can buy an app. All right, so we have all these options.
Ooh.
Who's your winner?
I think I'm gonna go with the letter shop.
What was it?
one.
Oh, letter shop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of really loved how they laid it out.
Nice.
It was good.
Clean and So with no objections, we have a winner. Letter Shop. Cool. Thanks, guys. So we're gonna close this now. There's more. Paul is here and Talon is here, so we have a full day of streams for you guys. So thanks a lot for tuning. Thanks a lot, Sallie, for all the great work, all the tips. I learned a lot from you as well. And all the feedback, I'll bring it back to the team. And you guys, if you have feedback, please keep sending us that. And I don't know if you want to say goodbye.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in and all the comments on my prototype.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.